Good morning, guys. Welcome to Power Up 365. Today is a bit chilly, but still got to do what I've said I was going to do. If you say you're going to go to gym every single day, you do it. If you say you're going to wake up at 5:30, you do it. You just keep doing it. And it's amazing. This year, I've decided 2021 is going to be the best year of my life. I'm going to have the most success. I'm going to build my business to the greatest business. I'm going to build my international business. I'm going to have more clients than ever before. I'm going to help more people become successful because I feel so many people are giving up. I'm going to help them and coach them and get their business far beyond their expectation. Now, in order to do that, I have to set up some rules. And those rules are: one, I got to keep growing. I got to keep growing. Got to keep reading the books. Got to keep doing the podcasts. Got to keep surrounding myself with positive reinforcement energy every single day. So I am doing that. I must probably doing that about 2 hours a day, making sure I'm reading, I'm listening to podcasts, I'm doing YouTubes and all that. So I'm getting some great stuff into me. The second thing is, and this is sometimes very difficult, you gotta filter all the bullshit around you. So sometimes you go and people are speaking to you and it's just all negativity, okay? And sometimes it's not intentional. It's just they're just going through a bad time, and it's, you know what, I've really tried. I can't do this. This has been so difficult. I keep getting on it, and you entertain that, right? And I've always said you got to make sure on or you must develop the skill set of deleting the negativity, because if you go around now, most people are negative, right? Because most people aren't successful, and you can't become successful if you are positive, if you are negative. It just doesn't work that way. You got to reinforce positiveness. You got to look at positive outcomes. You got to have an empowering mindset. You got to power up. You got to look for the opportunities. That's how you become successful. Now, if you go around and you surround yourself with 10 or 20 people per day who tell you a negative story, you're going to become negative. And when you become negative, success will never come your way. So you got to make sure you protect the gates of your mind. I keep saying that. Second thing is, one thing I discovered this week, again, through reading books, I read something and then I discovered, this makes so much sense. The Wolf of Wall Street, I was listening to his podcast, and with Brad Lee, also one of the top sales guys in the world. And they were speaking about how do you get to sales. And they say, listen, and there was this whole thing with Grant Cardone, and they were arguing and all that. But the whole argument was, when a guy says, listen, I'm selling you a product. So yesterday I got a client. He came to me and says, listen, Johnny, I saw what you did. Would you take on us as a client? I said, listen, I'll take you on a client if you want to become successful. If you want to become successful, I'll take you on a client. If you are willing to learn, I'll take you on a client. Are you coachable? I'll take you on a client. So if you're not a chartered accountant, I don't believe in the point that the client is always right. He can't be always right. I'm a chartered accountant, been a chartered accountant for 20 years. I know my numbers. I know systems. I know procedures. I've been studying coaching and personal development for the last 20 years. There's something I know. Now, 80% of everything else, I most probably don't know. Okay, I don't know how to be an electrician. I don't know how to build a building. I don't know how to be a health practitioner or a physio. I don't know that. I'm useless. I'm a useless handyman. But what I do know, I'm excellent at. So if you want me to help you do that, I can do that. I'll turn your life around. I'll build your business up, and that if you are willing to be successful. So the story that I'm trying to tell you is, when you come across people that don't want your service, no, right? Imagine you go and you're selling meat, and you go to a vegan, and he says, listen, I want to sell you this meat. This is great chops. It's a great price. You know what? You're going to love us. It's the best meat. He's vegan. He's saying to you no. So this is what I associate. I remember when I was writing exams, there was a technique that they used to say. You you first thing when you get your exam paper, you look at all the questions and you look at, okay, listen, you read the questions. I know how to answer that. I've studied that. And you get the low-lying fruit first. You get the low-lying fruit. You answer those questions first, right? Because that means you're going to pass the paper. But if you sit and if you go according to question 1, question 2, question 3, and let's say question 2 you don't know, it's a no. You don't know that, you didn't study that, and it is 10 marks. And you sit there and you keep trying to answer something that you don't know, you will fail. So how do you build your business during 2021 when one of the most important things is marketing and innovation? You've got to be marketing, innovation, you've got to be sales, you've got to get in new customers, you've got to get yourself out there. And if someone says, no, Johnny, I don't want your service. No, Johnny, I don't believe in coaching. No, Johnny, I don't want to be successful. I'm happy where I am. Or no, I can't be successful. And they keep telling me, okay, that's a no. Move on. Just move on. Do you know how people there are in the world? Do you know how people are waiting for your service, for your talent, for your potential? Do you know how people out there and you sitting there and you're trying to convince a guy, you're trying to convince a vegan to buy meat? He said, no, listen, while you are busy with that no, trying to do that, you could have gone to 50 other people, and out of the 50 other people, you could have got 10 yeses. And you could have sold your product, you could have been in the money, but you're sitting there trying to answer a question that you don't know the answer to, that the person doesn't want to buy. It is a no. Move on. Move on. If people don't want your help, if people don't want to be successful, just move on. Now, if someone comes to you and says, listen, man, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm willing to listen to you about my business and knowing my numbers and knowing my taxes and being coaching. I'm willing to understand that my team is my biggest asset in my business. Great. Man, let's do it. Let's get into this. Let's speak. Let me take your business. Let me take you. Let's speak on the phone. Let's do the WhatsApp. Let's do everything to get you where you need to get you. You guys getting this? Great stuff. So go out today and understand where are all the yeses in your business and where are the no's. Run from the no's. Close the yeses. Thank you very much, guys. This is Johnny Liadis, your success strategist, and I will see you at the top. Cheers. Bye.